Hello guys. Every time there is a Ayushamann Khuranna movie, I get excited. I get excited because I'm sure it is a new idea, and above all, there will be social commentary on current times. Chandigarh Kare Aashiqui was no different. I was uber excited when the trailer dropped, more so because it dealt with something related to transgender romance. More specifically, because it was about an iron pumping, protein shake guzzling, ultra masculine, or should I say pseudo masculine Dilli the Munda, who, after a torrid affair, falls in love with a woman only to be jolted out of his dream when the woman confesses that she was born a boy. The movie is about this scenario, and the rest of the movie or the rest of the story revolves around what happens next. And I'm not giving out any spoilers, guys. I went into the movie expecting loads of situational humor, a dab of social commentary, and a fitting ending. What I saw was not mind-bending or eye-opening, but it did satisfy the Khuranna fan in me. What I saw in the movie was some situational humor, some social commentary, and a predictable ending. So let me share the strengths and weakness of the movie and whether you should stream the movie or watch it in theaters. And finally, my rating for the movie. Let's start with the strengths. Well, the concept of transgender romance is not novel to Bollywood. There have been some mind-blowing, hard-hitting movies on this concept. But I think all of them had male actors in trans role. And most movies, if not all, revolved around the plight of transgender in the lower echelons of the society. This might be the first movie about a transgender woman from a rich family, because that also happens now. Frankly, the disgust and the disapproval shown in the movie are real and palpable. Story and concept-wise, I've already told you, story and concept are novel. At 116 minutes long, Abhishek Kapoor, Supratik Sen, and Tushar Paranjpe have kept the story and script tight enough for a commercial movie. What I liked is both the male and the female leads are shown as important. The female lead does not play the second fiddle. What I did not like is the female protagonist could have had a meatier role because the movie was about her and not the guy. Further about their strengths. I am a fan of Ayushmann Khuranna. But I must confess that Ayushmann Khuranna was fairly one-dimensional in this movie. He doesn't have much to do, but he does his job well. He does have this great supporting cast in the ever-reliable Anjan Srivastav, who plays the grandpa, Girish Dhamija as the widower dad who's itching to get hitched to his long-time Muslim girlfriend because his needs are different from his dad's. Tanya Brol and Savan Rupavalli as his cantankerous sisters who unsurprisingly are dying to see him hitched to a gory chitti kudi. And finally the twins Gaurav and Gautam Sharma as his study buddies have also done their jobs well. The entire cast, like I said, does their roles really well. You also have Kanwaljit Singh, who has a blink and you'll miss the role as Vaani Kapoor's brigadier dad. But he plays it fairly well. But Kanwaljit has been doing this for a long time and he's dependable. Frankly, Bollywood has a roster of great character actors. And there is also this transgender character. I'm not sure whether it was a transgender character or whether it was a guy playing the role of a transgender character. Apologies guys, I do not know the name of that guy or the transgender person. Also, I must point out that Vaani Kapoor's makeup did make her look less feminine. And kudos to the makeup department for that. So let's move on to the weakness of the movie. Frankly, regardless of the novel story, the end product is quite average. I think many factors are responsible for this. First of all, the music. The music is pretty average. Sachin Jigar have composed the songs and these songs are pretty forgettable. You have a great Chandigarh Kare Aashiqui that comes on in the end when the end credits are rolling. But then it's not an original song. Chandigarh Kare Aashiqui has been around for a long time. Um, Chandigarh Kare Aashiqui is one of those movies that has songs right one after the other. Yeah, you heard it right. I think one of the songs could have been shortened with only the antara or the mukra so that the audience could have had some reprieve. Finally, there is Vaani Kapoor. More power to you, Vaani Kapoor, just for choosing the role. Vaani Kapoor looks stunning and she looks sexy, but she cannot act. This movie needed a strong actor, a very strong actor. I was not able to connect with the character. This role was central to the movie, and everything revolves around this character. I should have felt sympathy for the character. I should have rooted for the character. But in the end, I was like, meh. Lastly, the ending could have been much better. But the directors took the same old masculinity trumps everything route. And this sort of missed the entire point. Entirely. Therefore, this movie does not leave the impact that it could have. Should you watch or stream? You should definitely watch this movie in theaters. This is a short movie from a Bollywood perspective, at hardly 2 hours long. But this is an important movie from a societal impact point of view. It is definitely a one-time watch in the theaters. All that said, I don't think India is ready for this movie. But this conversation must be had for a more progressive and a kinder India. So kudos to the entire team and thanks to the creators for making this movie. And I hope Abhishek Kapoor makes this kind of movies more in the future. My rating for the movies, 6.5 out of 10. Do watch this movie, guys. Do watch this movie for content. Thank you.